Our personality this week is Sonny Grasso, the detective whose famous drug bust became known as the French Connection, making front page news every day. Welcome.
Where do you go?
Out.
Sally, don't drink no more, please.
Did you know or have any inkling that it
Well, my first thoughts started, and the
Not such a great party, huh?
The party was great. I just had to get to work.
Night work's pretty tough in the social life.
You're not kidding.
What do you do?
Telex operator. 8 to 4 every night.
Sounds like an interesting job.
Wouldn't be bad if I could just get on days.
Well, there'll be other parties.
I guess.
Pretty girl like you, you can count on her. You in? Good.
Not her again.
back that way?
What the hell is the matter? I want you out of here!
That's him! That's the man who killed that girl!
I had enough of you! Get out!
No.
Stay out!
No, get back! No! He did it! He's the one who killed that girl! He's the one! He did it! No, get back!
Yeah. How you doing?
You arrest her now!
Get back. Get back. Come on,
I don't want you in my store!
Now look, I'm gonna arrest you if you don't get back there. Now stay back there. What's going on here? Nobody will get near this girl. You try something? Then get back and stay back. Back. What's going on?
She went crazy. She hit this guy like
You like canned peaches that much? Guess a lot of people do like them. I can't stand them. I hate them. Give me hives. What about you? My name's O'Brien. I'm a cop. You got an itch? You got a problem with this guy?
He killed that girl.
What?
That girl. Last week.
What girl last week?
The one in the papers.
How do you know?
Because of what he did to me. Because of this. I don't care if you arrest me. I won't cause any more trouble. Only it has to be you, okay? Not them, okay? Promise me. And then I'll tell you everything.
I promise.
As long as it's you.
Listen, the guy with a cut on his forehead, get him to Mid-South after he's patched up.
She was one of those pathetic creatures we avoid on the street. Walk quickly past, shaking our heads, feeling pity or disgust, and sometimes, deep down, a self-satisfied tingle of superiority. How many of us would ever look beyond the surface, beyond the haunted expression and the smell of cheap liquor to ask how a young woman named Sally Koretsky came to be like this?
When I read about her murder in the papers, I had this feeling about it. Like someone walking across their grave. Only I knew that he was still in prison, so I didn't think about it. Then tonight when I saw him in the store, I knew he was the one who had killed her.
Here. How did you know, Sally?
The things I read in the paper. He tied her up. And then he started to work on her with his knife. And then he strangled her.
His name is Jake Windsor.
That's right.
He's on parole.
No, it can't be. They sentenced him to 15 years in prison. He's only been in for 3 years.
He was paroled 2 months ago, Sally.
Can't be. Oh, God. Why didn't someone tell me about this?
Kevin.
Just a minute.
She's had 5 priors. Everything from drunken disorderly to common assault.
So what do you think?
Well, I think it's a hell of a story.
Yeah, some of it could even be true.
A lot of it could be true. I mean, take a look at her, Frank.
Where is this Windsor guy?
He's at the hospital getting some needlework done on his head. His parole officer's bringing him in.
All right. Lieutenant Hogan's guy we're looking for.
Elaine Jeffers.
Hello, Thomas Penman.
Please, follow me.
Oh, I don't think I can take this.
All right, just try to relax, all right? Just relax. Be all right.
Detective O'Brien, I'd like you to meet...
Thomas Penman, Assistant District Parole Administrator. I understand there's been a problem.
Assistant District Parole Administrator. Must be a pretty big problem.
But I like to get out of the office every now and again, see what's going on with our people.
Yeah, well, we'd like to know what is going on with Jake Windsor. As a matter of fact, I'd like to ask him a couple questions, if you don't mind.
I'd like to be present, of course.
Oh, of course.
It was 3 years ago, and I was young, a little crazy, and I broke into her place, and I just wanted to steal some stuff. Then she came home, and I had a knife, and I panicked. I don't even know what happened. But if I could just undo what I did to her, if I could take it back, then I would be the happiest man in the whole world.
All right, that was 3 years ago. What were you doing tonight?
I was just getting something to eat. I didn't even recognize her.
You nearly killed this woman 3 years ago. You expect us to believe that you barely recognized her tonight?
3 years is a long time when you spend it in prison.
That's right. The last time we saw her, she was all covered in blood.
Do I have to remind you that Mr. Windsor is making a voluntary statement? There's no need to be abusive.
There is a woman out there who is scared to death. That is what I call abusive.
It is an unfortunate coincidence that these two people should ever have met again. No one's denying that, Detective.
Was it a coincidence, Windsor?
You think I was looking for her? That's crazy.
She assaulted him, O'Brien. He's got 3 sutures in his head from tonight.
I guess you could say he had it coming to him.
Take it easy, Frank. That doesn't help anybody.
Where were you Wednesday night, Windsor?
Driving the cab, I guess. I work most nights.
What's this about Wednesday night?
Something I want to check out. Is there any way we can verify that?
You could check with the dispatcher, maybe some of the fares, but if the police start coming
Look,
around...
I don't think your fishing expedition is a very good idea, Detective.
That all depends on what we catch.
I think we can excuse Mr. Windsor for a few moments.
Come on. Why don't you have a seat? Freddie, keep an eye on this guy.
How about a cup of coffee?
She claims that Windsor was involved in the Herod case.
Pardon me?
Jacqueline Herod. She was raped and strangled the other night.
Yes, I know about that. Does she have any evidence to substantiate the charge?
No.
Then why would you listen to her?
Won't take us too long to check out his story.
Just long enough to ruin his life. It's precisely this kind of harassment that makes it so difficult to reintegrate parolees into society.
Since when is it harassment to answer the complaint of a citizen?
The woman is clearly unstable, and she's been drinking heavily. Now, do you expect me to believe that you'd be listening to her at all if Jake Windsor didn't have a record?
If it wasn't for Jake Windsor, maybe she wouldn't be drunk and unstable.
He's already paid for that.
3 years on a 15-year sentence? Who's he know?
Hold it. Just hold it.
It's all right, Lieutenant. Let me explain it to you, Detective. Jake Windsor is part of a special program we instituted 2 years ago in the correctional system. It's called Self-Start. Self-improvement, self-esteem, self-realization. Now, those are the keys to the program. And Windsor is one of our most successful participants. He's been on parole for 2 months now. He's reported twice weekly to his parole officer without fail. He's kept his job. And he's even enrolled in a couple of college courses.
Real outstanding citizen.
That's right. And I'm not going to allow you to destroy all that. Now, unless your men can come up with something more concrete, Lieutenant, I want this whole thing dropped before it gets out of hand.
Oh, what in the hell do you mean before it gets out of hand?
Kevin, you made your point, Mr. Penman.
Thank you.
So we're not even gonna check this guy out?
Let me give you some advice, Frankie. Mid-North is handling this case. They got a special unit for cases like this. The parole board is handling Windsor. So walk softly, okay?
And Sally, they're going to drop the charge against you.
Me? And he's just going to walk away?
He didn't do anything.
Do anything. He didn't do anything. Thank you for trying to help.
Well, I didn't do very much.
Well, tried. I know that I'm not very easy to be around.
sure you're gonna be all right?
Don't worry about me. Worry about the other women who don't know that he's out there.
Sally, don't you think it's possible that you've made a mistake?
I know no one believes me. But he's going to do it again, you know.
Who's O'Brien?
Well, he's busy right now. Can I help you?
No, I wait.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Why you let that Windsor go free?
Would you mind telling me who you are?
Lek Koretsky. You have my daughter here tonight, and you have men who tried to kill her also here.
Mr. Koretsky, nobody has tried to kill your daughter tonight. Now, would you mind...
You arrest her, you let him go free.
Nobody has pressed any charges against your daughter.
Why you not do your job, you police?
We did everything we could, Mr. Koretsky.
You don't give a damn about her. Nobody gives damn about her. Why he's free?
He is on parole.
Parole? It can be. Where are these people? These parole people?
Mr. Koretsky.
You not do something, then I do it. I do something.
Let's go, Frank.
How did I know we hadn't seen the last of her yet?
She in hospital 9 months. Had 2 heart attacks. 5 operations. Almost died. Doctors say, knife come. More closer spine. She never move again. She still wake up, screaming with nightmare. He rape her. Then he almost kill her. How he can be free?
He raped her? No, he was found guilty of robbery and attempted murder, not rape.
Robbery? No, robbery. No. He rape her, he torture her. Robbery, this thing for court. He make, how you say,
plea bargain.
Yeah. Prosecutors say, no bargain. This Windsor, he plead innocent. Then his lawyer gonna attack my Sally in court, make her look like a whore. Prosecutor promised me this Windsor go to jail 15 years. He promised. My Sally, beautiful girl. She going university. Everyone her friend. Now look at her. Who take her now? Men like this should be shot like mad dog.
Mr. Koretsky, now you promise me you won't do anything you're going to regret. And I will promise you we'll get to the bottom of this.
Improvement, self-esteem, self-realization.
All right, you know about this self-start program, then?
Oh, yeah. I think I have a copy of it here somewhere. Oh, it's got all kinds of graphs, and it's nicely printed up, beautifully bound.
All right. What do you think of it?
Oh, I hope it works.
Well, it's not exactly a ringing endorsement.
Well, it's 2 parts ivory tower, 1 part smoke. If there's anything real genuine in the smoke, I'd be really surprised. Now, this Windsor, he must be one of the first graduates. I thought this was still experimental.
Maybe that's why Penman's blood pressure goes up every time we mention that name.
Oh, this program is Penman's baby.
Oh.
Panacea for overcrowded prisons. If it works, he's the golden boy of the parole board.
Mm-hmm. And if it doesn't?
God help us all.
Herod was stabbed 27 times while she was alive. Tied up with an extension cord. Her mouth taped shut, otherwise you would have heard her screams in Antarctica. And then after he'd had his fun with her...
He strangled her.
How did you know that, Kevin?
Sally Koretsky said that. She read it in the newspaper.
But that wasn't in the papers. It's one of the details Mid-North's been holding back in the Herod case to screen out the crazies.
Well, if they were holding it back, how did Sally Goretsky know about it?
Maybe he did the same thing to her.
And Penman would just say she made a lucky guess.
Yeah.
Well, one thing's for sure. Windsor's not a known sex offender. I mean, I went through that registry from top to bottom, and he's not on it.
Well, he was paroled from Darlington 2 months ago.
I entered that in the computer. I entered everything you gave me. Believe me, Frank, he's not on the registry. And if he was a dangerous sex offender, he should be on it.
Maybe somebody didn't do their job.
Or Sally and her father are lying.
Not lying. I might buy confused, but not lying. She's been through hell, Frank.
I know. I didn't mean it that way.
Parole board would have a complete file on Windsor.
I go work now. See you in the morning.
Oh, Daddy, don't leave me alone. Oh, please don't leave me alone.
Penman's got all the cards, Kevin. You need a court order to get the file. And to get a court order, you need probable cause.
Is there no other way?
Sure. You could break in and steal it.
Is that legal advice, Elaine?
It's a joke.
All right, let's go with the court order. We got testimony from the Koretskys.
A crazy, drunk, and a vindictive father? Oh, Kevin, you've got to be kidding. You don't have a thin case. You've got smoke.
Kevin! Come here. Now, listen, I just got a call from the district supervisor of the parole office. What the hell are you doing with Penman?
Hi, Sally.
Guess you want to know why.
Yeah. If you want to tell me.
The fear. I thought... it finally started to go away. Maybe I could even go out of the house without it. But all of that has changed now that he is out there.
Sally, I know this is difficult for you, but we need some answers. How did you know that Jacqueline Herod was strangled?
That's what he did to me. After he'd done everything else. I saw his face. He wanted me to see his face. He wanted me to know everything he was doing. Okay, get somebody to take these things off of me.
They want to hold you for a while.
Why? I just want to go home.
Sally. Hey, Sally, you tried to kill yourself, and we are trying to help you.
Do you know what it's like? Knowing that he's out there. I can't ever feel safe knowing that he's free. He thought he killed me. Oh, I wish he had. Living like this is like being buried alive.
Sally,
still have doubts about her story, Frank. Go on in and talk to her. That woman is not lying.
If she's telling the truth, then why isn't Windsor on the registry?
I don't know. Some stupid screw-up, a typo somewhere, a tiny bureaucratic error. The kind of thing that lets guys out on the street all the time.
Well, somebody has got to have a straight answer. What? Gus Conley. Gus Conley.
He was the officer on the case. He retired last year. I'm trying to track him down.
She's not crazy. She's scared. She's frightened. Why you keep her here?
It's for her own good, Mr. Koretsky.
No. She hates hospitals. Now I take her home.
She's being detained under a court order.
What? Oh, no. No, you can't do that. No, I take her home.
Hey,
Can't do this. Take it easy.
Ah, working late again, huh? Cab driver.
Oh, yeah, right.
Listen, I don't usually hustle for business like this, but I know how scarce cabs can be at 4 in the morning, so if you'd like, I can swing by, pick you up, take you home.
No, it's okay. I don't live very far away. I usually just walk home.
Oh, whatever you like. If you change your mind, just give us a call. Ask for Jake.
I found him. Gus Conley. The detective on the Koretsky case 3 years ago.
Right.
He runs security for a couple of hotels downtown.
Did you remember the case?
He backs Koretsky's story, chapter and verse. And there's another thing. Windsor had a prior record as a juvenile.
What were the charges?
He doesn't know, but it had to be serious. Connolly said he got 4 years, and that's max for a juvenile offense.
Her father tells us one story. One of the arresting officers tells us virtually the same story, but you tell us an entirely different story. Well, it wasn't a B&E, it was rape.
That's not what I read in his file.
Well, I'd like to have a look at this file just for my own peace of mind.
If I gave you the file, it would be tantamount to admitting that you have a legitimate case against him. And so far, you haven't presented me with one piece of information that would shake my trust in Jake Windsor.
Don't you think it's odd that Windsor didn't admit to raping the girl?
It's not in his file, O'Brien.
So she's lying, her father's lying, and the arresting officer is lying?
Look, I interrupted my evening to come down here and settle this, but it's obvious we're getting nowhere.
Why didn't you tell us he had a juvenile record? Or were you going to deny that, too?
His juvenile record doesn't concern us. He wasn't in our jurisdiction then.
Do you know what the charge was?
No, I don't, and frankly, I don't care. He has been through the program. He is no longer a threat to society. What he did as a teenager has no bearing on this situation.
You have the juvenile file?
I believe we do, but it's sealed. I haven't read it.
Don't you think you should? I mean, if you won't let us take a look at it, don't you think that you at least should look at it yourself, just to make sure?
I trust Jake Windsor.
Why don't you ask him if he raped Sally Koretsky?
He didn't. And it makes no difference anyway. He served his time for that.
Makes no difference? What about Jacqueline Harrod? If you add rape to the Koretsky case, it's practically the same M.O.
That's a very big if, Detective Meadows. The facts are in the court transcript, and rape isn't mentioned. Anything else is hearsay.
Even if it's the truth?
Listen, I'm warning you. Unless you back off, I'm talking to the police commissioner.
Penman, that's your privilege.
And I'm going to demand that you be charged with harassment, O'Brien. You just think about that the next time you let your imagination get the better of you.
What the hell does he mean, hearsay? Connolly and Koretsky are lying?
He means that because a court didn't rule on any of the evidence, the police record, the witnesses, and the medical report, all of it is immaterial.
So there's an official version and what really happened. And the truth be damned? What's it going to take to get through to that guy?
Higher body count.
all.
Well, coroner says he wasn't killed here. There are multiple stab wounds, but almost no blood.
Wait a second. And how long's he been dead?
Anywhere from 10 to 24 hours. There's no lividity because of the blood loss. Coroner can't be more certain.
What about the winos?
Well, he was already there when they showed up. They drank the bottle, passed out, and they came to. He was still there.
His other shoe.
Yeah, one of them was trying to steal his shoes, and that's when they figured out Koretsky wasn't just sleeping it off.
Okay, anything else?
Well, they're checking out the entire site, but so far, nothing. But like Freddie said, he wasn't killed there.
Okay, cool.
Jake Windsor did this. We were never very close. Even after my mother died, we could go for days without finding anything to say to each other.
Kevin?
Excuse me. Thanks. O'Brien.
He was never able to deal with what happened to me. He just went inside himself. Never came out again. He fought for you. He died for me.
They're doing everything they can to find the man who killed him.
I know who killed him.
Right there. Look, I gotta go and it's urgent.
Oh, no, just a minute. You go. I can take you back.
Okay, thanks. You'll be okay, Sally.
Looks like the same MO as the Harrod case. Multiple wounds.
Same thing that killed Lek Koretsky?
Her name was Catherine Hardy. She worked as a telex operator at a big law firm up the street.
We couldn't figure out the widely separated blood stains until we checked out the parked cars in the vicinity.
We found out one of them was registered to Lek Koretsky.
So Koretsky probably followed Windsor into the park.
Where he walked right into a homicide. Which cost him.
Right. Now all we gotta do is prove it.
You should have read this, Mr. Penman.
It is all here.
Where'd you get that?
From the district administrator at the parole board. Your boss, Mr. Penman.
I told you before, that is not relevant.
When he was 16 years old, he almost killed a 13-year-old girl. You should have read that psychiatric evaluation.
You put a maniac on the street.
Listen, there are 100 men in the program, O'Brien. I can't be held personally responsible for every one of them.
What?
Well, obviously, there's been a mistake made here. We'll begin an internal investigation immediately.
Wait, that's enough, Kevin.
Just get my coat. See you tomorrow.
I figure you got a couple of hours before somebody in the media gets a hold of it. It's too big a story. Too many people know. Windsor finds out you're on to him, he could go on a killing spree.
Hold on a second. Kevin, line one.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Kevin, she's gone. Sally's disappeared.
Okay. Bob, can you check the meter? It's going weird again. Thanks, buddy. What are you doing here?
I'd like to speak to you.
734 to 729 John Street, apartment 17.
So talk.
Not here. Please.
Come on.
6342 Johnson's, corner of Elizabeth and Center.
So where do you want to go?
Cab 624, go to River Street, apartment 25.
What's going on? Left a few minutes ago.
Look, I'm sorry. What else do you want me to say?
You're sorry?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know something? You're kind of pathetic. You're hanging around me like this. And you know something else? You've been bringing an awful lot of crap down on me with these things you've been saying. Why can't you just leave it alone?
You killed those other women, didn't you?
What other women? What the hell was that? Huh? What is this? Is this some kind of little setup? Pardon? What? Pardon? What? What? I asked you a question, Beth! No! I should have faced you off the first time, huh? Huh? No, God, no, please!
All right, Cobra, back up. Done that way, Frank.
You want to play games, huh?
Please, please. You killed my father!
I'm gonna keep it all in the family.
No!
Give us a bit of room here. Just back up, okay? Back up. Get her inside. Get her right in here, okay? But back up here and get some room. I want those people back. You know better.
Now, why did you go after him?
Because I thought he was going to do it again. I thought he was going to get away with it again. I thought he'd just go on killing and
Sally, he could have killed you.
That's why I took the tape recorder. So that even if he did kill me, at least there'd be some evidence. Kind of stupid, huh?
Yeah, kind of stupid. Kind of brave, too.
Thank you.
Sally Koretsky had her dreams shattered by a moment of violence. And when she cried out for justice, she received instead the dry promises of a faceless system. But Sally Koretsky was luckier and stronger than most. In the end, she stood up alone against her terror and laid it to rest forever.
You don't have to go back to the hospital.
Thank you for that.
Oh, well, thank you, Sally. And I want you to take care of yourself. You gonna be all right? How's your mouth? Does it hurt?
Only when I smile.
And I feel the night.